I can't wait to do the video on how to create every chord instantly. Now, naming chords, how we name a chord, isn't as important. Knowing the names of the chord isn't as important as knowing what you're doing, right? Most of the names you'll find, there's a section in my book on just the names, on how we name chords, but a lot of the names are very descriptive to what you're doing. So if you understand what you're doing, the name becomes natural, and there's just a few little naming rules. So naming is, don't worry about complex names of chords, because in this method we're going to learn a simple chord. We're going to break it up into a simple chord and then a melody, what you do with your right hand. So for instance, if your right hand's playing a second, right, and we got a C minor, all right, you've got a more complex sound there, right, because you've got that second. There's no need to write, if your right hand's going to play the second in the melody, there's no need to write the C minor add second, It could be a suspended second, right? You could remove the third. It could be a ninth if you've got the minor seventh, right? You understand how to name all these things in time, but don't stress about knowing the names of the chords. You need to know what you're doing with the chords. You need to know that you've got a C major. You need to know you're putting a second there or a fourth. And more importantly, you need to know how it sounds and what emotion it gives you when you're playing it. Because they all give you different emotions. There's a minor chord with a second. It's one of my favourites. Beautiful sound up here. It's very sad. So all the feelings have to do with modes. The modes give you feelings, and we're going to get into modes. All this is coming. So there's some exciting videos I can't wait to start making, but I want to get these out of the way because I need to keep these keys as a reference, because you'll be going back to these when we do other exercises and you want to learn, say, the G flat or whatever key you're in. You can go back to that video and I can point you to whatever lesson that's going to be, lesson 10. I can point you to lesson 10, 11, whatever. You can go and skip to that section, learn the hand positions, and come back to the other lesson. So, and we're going to go through all the keys, creating songs together.